Hey, what's going on, New Life Church? Bronson Duke here. Today we are in 2 Samuel 15, and it's a fascinating section of Scripture. So we're going through Samuel, we've looked at the life of David, and here we have David and one of his sons. His name's Absalom. Now, if you'll remember, David at one point, there was Saul who was king. David was anointed to be king, but he wouldn't try to usurp Saul's authority. Even when Saul was being crazy, throwing spears, all that kind of stuff, David said, I will not raise a hand against the Lord's anointed. But here, we see a generation later where David is enthroned and Absalom was sitting at the gate. And when people were coming in to get wisdom from the king, Absalom was engaging them and saying, hey, what's your name? Where are you from? You know, the king's too busy to hear your issue, but if only there was a judge, somebody like me who could help you. You know, I wonder if you've ever found yourself at work where you feel like someone's in the position that you should be in, or you have a boss that you don't agree with. What you see here is Absalom believes he should have David's seat, and he's so full of worldly ambition. But David, when he was anointed to be the king, was willing to wait on God's sovereign hand, on God's timing. And so the question I want you to ask as you go through the scripture that's in 2 Samuel 15, 1 through 37, is just reflect on your own life. How do you respond when you have leadership above you that you don't agree with? Do you go and do you slander them behind their backs? Do you go and do you try to pull people towards yourself? Or do you try to do your job, the best of your ability, supporting your boss and having honest conversations when the time comes? And so I just want to encourage you to take some time, think about this, because we can find ourselves actually in opposition to God's will. We don't know what God's doing. We don't know why God puts people in places that they're in, but we've got to trust in God's timing. And so take some time, jump into the scripture, get out a journal, and really take some time and let the Lord examine your heart.